It's okay, Butch. You can come out.
Who was it?
Some friends of mine. I want you to meet them.
Okay, open the trunk.
All right.
Hurry up. I'm choking in here.
But, Butch, it's locked.
Well, unlock it.
Oh, well, I can't. I haven't got the key.
Well, ain't that swell? You dumb cluck.
Ah, take it easy. Do you happen to have any keys?
Keys?
Yes, and my friend got locked in the trunk and he can't get out.
Locked in the trunk?
Yes, well, you see, he was packing and he accidentally fell in.
It could happen.
As I said before, if we want to be accurate, this man should not be called Antichrist. He should be called the Beast, or the Man of Lawlessness. There are two spots in the Bible where the word Antichrist is used. One is in 1 John 2:18, where it says that many Antichrists have come. And John wrote that 2,000 years ago. And there were already many Antichrists in the world. And then also in 2 John 1:17, it says that those who do not confess that Jesus came in the flesh are Antichrists. There have been many people like that. The world is full of Antichrists. Some countries are made up almost entirely of Antichrists. Governments consist of Antichrists. So I believe the more accurate term is beast, or the man of lawlessness, to refer to this person described in the book of Revelation, who is a single ruler. There will be two beasts, but one of them will be more important. There will be a single ruler backed by Satan who will demand worship. He will want to impose the mark of the beast and so forth. And that ruler, the accurate title for that person is the beast. Because 666 is the mark of the beast. It's not the mark of the Antichrist. Right? One reference for the beast is in Revelation 13:4. It says,
"And they worshipped the dragon, for he had given his authority to the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like the beast, and who can fight against it? And the beast was given a mouth uttering haughty and blasphemous words."
Now hang on, I am coming to my conclusion, the clincher for the sequence of events. You don't want to miss this. So many called Obama the Antichrist, and again he should be called the beast or the man of lawlessness, which he is, because he has broken the law, both the law of God and the law of the land in many ways in the United States. And the other branches of the U.S. government have been unable to stop him, which points to spiritual causes. And there are many videos showing how Obama fulfills the picture of the beast. I don't have time for that now, so search and you shall find. But he's not fully revealed yet. I mean, he hasn't gone into the temple and he hasn't demanded to be worshipped yet. He hasn't performed signs and miracles yet. Why? Because he's not fully revealed yet. He will be revealed after the departure of the church. That points to pre-tribulation rapture. For that day shall not come unless the departing comes first. But let's take a look at this video about Obama and his plans for the future and see if you can connect the dots.
Everywhere I look, there are reminders that I only hold this job temporarily. But it's a long time between now and 2016, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
I have more campaigns to run.
More campaigns to run.
Let's face it, there is one issue on every reporter's minds, and that is 2016. Apparently, some folks really want to see a pot-smoking socialist in the White House. We could get a third Obama term after all. Could happen, could happen, could happen.
And that's why we're running for a third term!
No, we're not.
We're not?
No.
Who the hell said that?
I actually think I'm a pretty good president. I think if I ran, I could win.
From Todd. Todd says, with the ever-increasing lawlessness of the Obama administration, each act of lawlessness is becoming more bold and radical. I agree with that. Nothing is being done by Congress to end it. It would certainly seem that way. Are these acts testing grounds for a hostile government takeover by the current administration? Something to think about, he says. We may not have the 2016 presidential election if America does not act now.
He has already used dictator-style powers to go ahead and do anything he wants. And they do it with this straight face. And they act like it's no big deal, from the NSA spying on you at all times to the DHS saying you have no constitution, literally. They're doing this over and over again and getting away with it because the people aren't freaking out enough about it. And even when they do, Obama just gets away with it. So why can't he suspend the election? Why can't he say, okay, I'll run again? You know, why can't he do anything? He could literally declare himself a dictator today and probably get away with it if we let him.
The growing assertion of power by this president to do things to change laws, that's not his responsibility. That's the Congress's clearly delegated responsibility to write the laws. But even with Obamacare, his signature legislation, when he finds things in it that he doesn't like, he rewrites the law, even though the law itself doesn't give him any authority to do that.
If you can dispense with immigration laws, or marijuana laws, or mandatory minimums, can you also dispense with election laws?
Again, I think we've gone over this ground many times.
Well, just humor me. Let's do it one more time. Can the president suspend election laws?
No.
Why not? If he can suspend mandatory minimum and immigration laws, why not election laws?
Because we live in a government of laws, and the president is bound.
Maybe Obama might be the last president. Since then, he made a statement about running for a third term, wishing he could. Talk about that more.
Well, the thing that everybody had better watch. Obama knows what I know. There's only two people in this world that can stop him from his agenda, which is to dedicate and make himself king, using the FEMA provisional government. And Alex, you've covered FEMA for years, so don't let anybody fool you. It's out there. They're waiting to do it. But Obama wants to be that person. And it's all going to hinge on a thing called the FEMA provisional government plan. Whoever is president when a crisis is declared nationally, when that day comes, whoever's president becomes king. Now, the way that works, so people will know, whoever's president takes total power. There is no vice president. Number two is the commander of the Joint Chiefs Staff.
And I'm very concerned about this president. FDR had a little bit of this king complex also. We had to limit FDR finally because he served so many terms that I think he would have ruled in perpetuity. I'm very concerned about this president garnering so much power and arrogance that he thinks he can do whatever he wants.
Well, researching much on the subject, information has come forth that Obama just needs the right event to cancel the 2016 elections. Now, we know this is the case because of the executive orders. In the event of any emergency, Obama is able to suspend the election. According to A&P News, there is a power play going on here that whoever is president during an emergency event here in this country, that person will suspend the elections and become king.
What has God shown you that will happen in the future?
He showed me that if Christians don't start praying more than they ever have, even the churches become the house of prayer. This next election,
presidential
election is not going to take place, that it's going to be suspended because evil's going to arise and some disasters are going to happen and some things are going to be put in place, and the president's not going to be removed. He's going to stay in, and these things are going to happen, and they're going to be very bad if we don't get a hold of God.
There wasn't going to be a 2016 election. And there's only two reasons why we would not have an election: war or martial law. That's it.
So that means Obama remains in the White House.
That's what I was told. Now, for what extent of time and all of that, I don't know. I wouldn't say permanently, but I keep going back to what I said in 2004, that the next president after Bush will be the one to lead us into the tribulation.
I received this vision on 28 December 2015. I began to see a power line light up, then it went out, saying it has been done. I then hear Obama say, I will be the first to have a third term since Franklin D. Roosevelt, and I will be the last. They will regret the day that they nominated me as president.
Let me just say something to all my conspiracy-oriented friends on the right who think I'm planning to unleash some secret agenda. You're absolutely right.
America is still a democracy, so Obama cannot just pull a Vladimir and usurp absolute power. He needs a reason to grab power in an authoritarian way. You have heard some people say on the video that they are waiting for an excuse to grab power.
Whoever's president takes total power. There is no vice president.
Presidential
election is not going to take place, that it's going to be suspended.
Obama just needs the right event to cancel the 2016 elections.
Now I believe the departure of the church, the rapture, will give them that excuse. The rapture may happen sometime during the fall feasts of 2016. That's right, very, very soon. It will be the time not only of the fall feasts, but also of the year of Jubilee. That's right. To the best of our knowledge, we are in the year of Jubilee. Because the year of Jubilee is not the 49th year, it's the 50th year. For full explanations, again, best try to find some other teachings on YouTube on the year of Jubilee, maybe Jonathan Kahn's teachings on it, they are very good. So this year's fall feasts will be very special. It will be the feasts, it will be the Yom Kippur, the day of covering of our sins, the day of forgiveness, but it will be also the year of Jubilee, the day of setting the captives free. And that's what we're waiting for, to be set totally and completely free by Jesus Christ. I am not setting a date, but I am saying that the time between September and October of 2016 has its solid biblical justification. The election in the US is taking place on November the 8th. If rapture happens sometime in October, sometime before the election, sometime after the feasts, but before the election, what better excuse to cancel the election and impose martial law and usurp absolute power than disappearance of millions of people? Whoever is in the White House at the time of rapture will stay in power indefinitely. So Obama will remain in the White House, declare martial law or state of emergency, suspending all the laws in the US. This man of lawlessness will now be revealed as the beast. You may not know that Obama is the beast, but he knows it. Did you know that his presidential limo is called the Beast already? The dramatic events of rapture, the disappearance of millions of people, will give governments the reason to suspend laws, and the US president will get emergency powers. One of these powers will be to suspend the election scheduled on November the 8th. So no election, Obama stays in the White House. And America will be slated to save the world, since every country will have experienced the same event of rapture to different extent. The US will take the lead again in the world with Obama at the helm, and then Obama will be revealed as the beast. I felt compelled to post this message because we only have a few months. We need to set our houses in order, watch and pray, be ready, keep the Spirit of God in us strong, finish the race, and also tell those who are unsaved, about Jesus. Tell them about rapture. Tell them about second chance. If they are refusing to turn to God now, they need to know they will have one more chance during the tribulation time. But this might be it. I am not setting a date, but we need to be ready at all times, don't we?